And we're back. Hall here with another Hall of Code lesson. We're going to talk about span and div. The span tag lets us pick out specific words inside a sentence or heading and style just those words without breaking the flow of the text. So for the most part, span is used to change the color of a text. The div element is often used to group sections of a web page together. If you notice here, you can put multiple HTML elements inside of a div. You see we have the H2 and the paragraph, and there are so many more you can put inside of a div. Now let's look at a document that I created. On the left-hand side, you have your code, and on the right-hand side, you have the browser. I have an H1 with the title Scooby-Doo character card, then I have an H2, then I have a paragraph with a short little description of who Scooby-Doo is. Then I have an H3, and then I also have some list items. Feel free to create your own or copy what I have. I'm going to add a span, and right here where it says Scooby-Doo, I'm going to put that inside the span. Now, right now, nothing happened. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my CSS, and I'm going to span. I'm going to style the span, and I am going to give it a color, and I'm going to say green yellow. And now you see the Scooby-Doo has been changed to a greenish yellow look. Okay, so span lets you style or change the color within an element. I'm going to add a couple more spans here. We'll put a span here at Scooby. And now you see there, and then we'll put one right here. Now that color is kind of too light for me, so let me go a little bit darker. And let's change the background color of the body. All right, that'll work. All right, and so I'm gonna just go and find another color for the span. All right, so that's a little better. So we have your span, which allows you to change the color within an element. Now let's create a div. All right, and I'm gonna put everything inside of that div. So all of this, except for the H1, I'm going to drag it inside of the div. Okay. And then I am going to add an image right underneath my H2. I'm going to have an IMG, and what I did was I added an image of Scooby-Doo with a transparent background. So just to show you, the background is transparent. If I were to change the background to something else, you'll see how Scooby-Doo still, the color is transparent. So whatever color the background is, that's what color the image background will also be. All right, so let me go back and put that back to where we had it before. So now I have an image of Scooby-Doo, and I have an opening div and a closing div. All right, so I have a div here, and I have a div right here. Okay, so here's my opening div, here's my closing div. Now, let's show you some things that we could do inside this div. But before we do that, I'm going to take the rest of this and I'm going to copy and paste this outside the div. Okay, so I'm going to paste this outside the div. So we're going to have two of the same things. We have one inside the div right here, and then the other one outside the div. So inside the div, I can go in and style just that div. And let's say I want a background color of a yellow, and let's just change it up a little bit. I can style everything in one location within that particular div. And so that makes things a lot easier to do with your divs.